Hey guys, hope you all are well and hope you are enjoying this extended weekend. So, I just wanted to show you all something that is very close to my heart and something that I was working for the past few months. So, uh, so I stumbled just to give you a context. I stumbled upon certain articles a few months back, you know, talking about how voice assistants are helping people do their task or get answers for their queries, and how that has helped them to be more productive, I would say. So I was in that particular time, I thought of, like, why not there be a voice assistant which could help digital marketers, something like a virtual assistant for digital marketers, which can help get quick answers to their queries. I don't know, uh, leave all the number crunching and all the mathematical part to the assistant, and something you can visualize it. I'm a great fan of visualization. Some part of my work involves creating dashboards, visualizations for the clients. So why not have a virtual assistant? So I started with that idea. I searched for some resources, some help, and I got a few. And I'd be sharing, the source code for this dashboard as well as my inspirations, I would say, shortly. Uh, but before that, I just wanted to demonstrate, what a dashboard, a virtual assistant can do, a BI assistant can do. And this is being done by a few organizations, individuals as well. But something, having a flexible dashboard, and that to open source, helps uh, helps a lot, I would say, rather than having a packaged solution. So enough of the talking. Let's get into the dashboard. So this is a dashboard built using open source tools. I've used R and Shiny library in the backend to create this beautiful visualization. And apart from that, I have used some JavaScript libraries uh, which use Google Speech API in the backend. So some JavaScript libraries which can get what you are saying and process it, convert it into R objects and pass it to R, and then R does all the maths and the display thing, and it shows you this particular output. So let me just show you. I mean, I've created two tabs here. One is for the dashboard and one is how to use the dashboard. So I've just given a list of uh, metrics and dimensions and list of voice commands that you can give to this particular dashboard. Now I've used just a sample data set which is available uh, in public domain, and let me just show you, demonstrate you how this particular dashboard works. So the top part, if you see here, these are the three KPIs or metrics that you want to see. So right now these are not voice controlled, and these give you total aggregate numbers, but we can have it something like just a single box. I can call out the metric that I want to see the numbers for, and I would be getting that. And not only that, I can actually slice and dice for any combination of dimensions, I would say. So we can do that. But just for this particular demo, I would say this is something that we have. So just to let you know that this is not the final product that is in my vision. So I would say, if you are a superhero fan, something like Jarvis, which Iron Man has built, and he can ask anything to Jarvis, and Jarvis processes the information and gives you uh, the information that you need. So that kind of a thing for dashboards, BI tools that we can have for. Uh, so, I mean, this particular library can be used not only for R, but you can use it for Tableau as well, or any other BI tool that supports JavaScript. All right, so let me start with the first chart. This is a chart of forecasting a particular metric for the number of days that you need. So here I can give two inputs through voice command. One is the metric that I want to see the forecast for, and second one is the number of days. So the good thing about this particular chart is I have actually built it in a way which calculates the parameters. So for any forecasting model, or I would say this is an ARIMA model, I would need the P, D, and Q values, which I can do it manually in the backend. But what I have done is I've created a code which actually creates the PDQ values on the fly. As soon as you give the command, it recognizes which metric you want for how many number of days, and it actually takes that input, calculates the PDQ values on the fly, and gives you this final output. So let me demonstrate you that particular thing. Show profit forecast for the next 20 days.
Showing profit forecast for the next 20 days.
So I have also included a JavaScript library which replies back with your queries, so that it we get to know that it has understood us properly. So I mean, the library that I'm using is very powerful. 90% of the time it recognizes whatever I have said. For some of the metrics like sales, sometimes it wrongly recognizes, but it's very rare, because sales and saves can be, it gets confused with those kind of words. But apart from that, something like profit or quantity, it it's bang on. So let me demonstrate for one more. Show quantity forecast for the next 25 days. So see, sometimes this happens. Show profit forecast for the next 10 days.
Showing profit forecast for the next 10 days.
All right. Show quantity forecast for the next 5 days.
Showing quantity forecast for the next 5 days.
All right, so I can have it for any number of days. So I can modify this particular chart for having something for a month, or on a monthly basis, or quarterly or yearly basis as well. So this is just a demonstration. All right. Apart from that, I have a heat map, the second chart, which actually gives me an aggregated value for a particular metric as per a combination of dimensions. So on the x-axis right now, if you can see, on the x-axis it is actually the number of the month. So I can have the month name here and the year on the y-axis. So for this particular combination, I have sum of sales here. So I can change it. I can create a heat map for anything else, like show profit heat map for day and month. Sorry. Show quantity heat map for day and month.
Showing quantity heat map for day and month.
Now you can see, for the day, for the combination of day and month, you can see the heat map for the sum of quantity. So I can have average of quantity or sum of quantity. I can change that in the backend. Let me do it for one more. Show sales heat map for day and month.
Showing sales heat map for day and month.
All right, it's working fine. So This is also particularly useful, if we want to have a combination of uh, dimensions for a particular metric, and I can have it in a heat map way. So apart from that, I have other charts as well. So on the left side, on the bottom left, you can see it's a chart of it's a simple bar chart which gives sum of a particular metric for a dimension. So here right now, if you see, I think this is sum of sales for the category wise sum of sales. So I can have it for anything, other combination of metric and dimension. So let me demonstrate that. Aggregate profit by segment. Aggregate profit by segment.
Aggregating profit by segment.
So if you can see, I'm actually getting sum of profit by segment here, and I can do it for any other metric as well. So um, metric and dimension as well. So aggregate quantity by category. Aggregate quantity by category.
Aggregating quantity by category.
All right. So yeah, there's a little bit of noise here. So sometimes it's a little difficult, and the screen recorder that I'm using is also using my mic. So sometimes it causes some issue. Apart from that, I have a Sankey chart. So it can be done for a combination of dimensions. So let me demonstrate that as well. So show Sankey chart for category and region.
Showing Sankey chart for category and region.
Show Sankey chart for category and segment. Show Sankey chart for category and segment.
Showing Sankey chart for category and segment.
Okay. Usually it never happens that I have to give the command twice, but you know, as I'm doing it from home, a little bit of uh, internet connectivity issue as well. So that said, I've used it. It perfectly works. Uh, it works above my expectation, I would say. All right, the last chart, I would say it's a simple regression chart. So trying to see a relationship between two metrics and trying to see how the trend is for those set of metrics. So let me do it for a set of metrics. Plot profit by quantity.
Plotting profit by quantity.
Plot discount by profit.
Plotting discount by profit.
So as you can see, it is actually showing a trend line, which shows the affinity between two metrics, I would say, or the relation between two metrics. The stronger they are, the slope is much on the 45 degrees side, or downward trend. So something like that, you can see. So I can actually uh, not only have for a set of metrics, I would say, but I can go ahead and build a logistic regression model within itself and show me the final equation or the final regression line. So we can do that. But right now in the demo, I've not done that. So as I said, this is not the final product. This is not the final stage, I would say. Uh, I'm actively working on this, and I would really like to, have something which would help us as digital marketers or data analysts or data scientists, whatever you call, for data people who take actionable uh, insights for their clients. So, something that can be a final product that can be used uh, by people like us. Okay, so I'm on to that. If you have any suggestions, I'm open to that. I know, one mind will never work. Having more minds will never work perfectly, I would say, and having more and more minds for a particular aim or vision would always be helpful. Okay, so saying this, watch out for maybe when for my next iteration of this particular dashboard. I'm I'll try to bring as much, uh, I would say, usefulness or actionable insights into the dashboard as I can, uh, you know, or maybe build something out of it. But till then, I hope you get a little motivated with this, and maybe we have the same interests. So get in touch with me if you have any suggestions. I'll be shortly sharing the source code as well along with this video. You have the link, so I'll be sharing this link as well. And meet you next time. Till then, have a great day ahead and a long weekend. Bye bye.